let's talk about how to avoid mental burnout while growing your business, right? And this is especially for you if you have a project, a launch, right? A goal that you have coming up that you really want to pursue and it's stressing you out, right? You do not have to mentally work that hard. It's time to stop overcomplicating things. Let's talk about it. I'm Sensei Victoria Whitfield from strategicmeditation.com, and I help impact-driven entrepreneurs and leaders get and stay grounded and clear in mind, body, and business. It's my joy to help you increase your energy so that you can also increase your income and impact. So if that speaks to you, make sure you like, subscribe, share this video for those who need to hear more about it. And let's raise awareness around burnout, especially for conscious entrepreneurs. Now, I am a high performance coach and a Reiki master teacher. I use energy principles to increase productivity and sales. So this is where I'm coming from in this video. This is the fourth in a 4-episode sprint that we've had over the last few weeks regarding things that we do to overcomplicate the way to move forward and to stay on track. We overcomplicate it, especially with how we are thinking, the stories that we tell ourselves and each other about what's going on. We're overcomplicating things, and that knocks us off track. And it causes also our self-care, right? Our physical health and well-being to suffer as a result because we're not keeping our mind in check. And so this is what I like to call a business energy flow forecast. It's, around about a half hour in the morning. Bookmark the video so that you can use it every morning as you get ready to set your mindset right at the beginning of the day before you hit the ground, so that you hit the ground running and get some traction. We want to set our minds for positivity, positive expectation. We want to make sure we counteract any mental patterns of self-sabotage that we may have. And that's the intention behind this video. And the topic I named Mind Your Business. Mind your business. There's so much going on in the world. There's so many people doing so many different things. There's all different kinds of things going on in the news and social media. Things that you have hearsay or that you see, advertisements that pop up, notifications, the blah, 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 noise. And what happens is that the noise can pull us out of what is our business. And in a previous episode, I mentioned how I specialize in working with business owners, entrepreneurs, right, self-employed individuals, because our desire to make an impact is tied to our livelihood. But these principles can also apply to literally everyone. So if you're an employee, an intrapreneur, as they call that, someone who's making an impact, but you also receive a paycheck, can also apply to you, because all that we're really talking about is mindset. As a man thinketh, so is he, is what scripture says. And so with that in mind, your business is what you need to focus on. We want to understand that your business, for the entrepreneur, of course, we need to focus on, because if we don't, if you don't work, you don't eat, as James Brown beautifully says. So we got to make sure that we focus on our business, keep our eyes on the prize, or else no money's coming in. We don't have paychecks. But for everyone else, we want to understand your business as this is whatever your goal is. Could be weight loss, could be love manifestation, could be manifesting your next pay raise. But you need to mind your business. Stop minding other people's business, gossiping about what Kim Kardashian or P. Diddy or whatever is going on in other gossip talk columns. Like, don't worry about what Jimmy over there is doing. Don't try to criticize and strategize about what Susie over there should be doing. Mind your own business. This is exactly how to avoid burning out, avoid mental burnout while you are growing your business, is to mind your business. Type that, by the way, in the comments below. Mind your business. Have you been getting caught up in what's been happening on TikTok and in social media lately? Have you been getting caught up with what's going on in other countries instead of in your own household lately? Have you been getting caught up in what's been going on with your neighbors or people around the town lately instead of what's going on in your own love life or your own fitness and nutrition journey? Have you been getting caught up with what's going on in the game and like a football or soccer, right? All of that. Have you been getting caught up with the stats over there rather than the stats over here? If that's you, you are working double time. You're working double time. And in fact, especially for my business owners and entrepreneurs watching, you're wired actually to work double time. We have what's called a bit of a addictive personality. We're excited and stimulated and drawn to the thrill of the hunt, to manifest results. We are drawn to solving problems, right? Slaying the day. We want to get out there and crush it. Entrepreneurs are uniquely wired that way, with that kind of hunter fighter mentality. And it's also addictive. It's thrill seeking, where we are at risk uniquely of becoming workaholics and working ourselves to burnout. And the science supports that. So this is now where I'm going to turn to our supporting documentation, as you know I always do in every video. So we're going to turn to science, history, and then of course spirit for the final word around how do we avoid burning out, right? How do we avoid our stressing ourselves out, working double time, where instead of just minding our own business and looking at these stats, right? The stats on the inside, okay? Instead of minding our own business and focusing on what's going on in our personal neck of the woods right here, instead we're constantly looking over there, looking over there, looking over there, looking at everybody else, what's going on with them, instead of mastering our fitness and nutrition routine, instead of mastering our own love life and a sense of relational fulfillment, instead of mastering our own finances, our own lead generation, our own retirement and savings plans, etc. We're looking at everybody else's and commenting and getting obsessed with everybody else's. And we're going to turn to science now with the article selection of the day. This one's coming from, what have we got? I forget who wrote this. It's by Brian Hughes from 2019. It's in the description of this video, titled Why Some Traits of Successful Entrepreneurs Could Exacerbate Mental Health Issues and Substance Abuse. Normally I have it written down. My apologies. But so we're going to look at some of the science to see, okay, we actually may, as entrepreneurs and business owners, be wired for burnout because we are addicted to the thrill of the fight. And be kind to yourself if that's you. Before the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to hack through that. And if you are someone with an addictive personality, but you are not necessarily a business owner, stay tuned, listen to this. Okay. Entrepreneurs are go-getters, people who want to build a business, disrupt an industry, or simply want to be their own boss. The excitement of chasing the next big thing leads some people to become serial entrepreneurs, which researcher April J. Spivak and others are investigating as a possible behavioral addiction. Pause. Becoming a serial entrepreneur. What is that? Multiple business. Oh, I start a business and I sell it. I start a business, I sell it. I keep starting this new venture. Starting doesn't necessarily mean finishing. Starting doesn't necessarily mean you're making any money. You do it in succession. Serial, unpause. As a possible behavioral addiction. In addition, a few traits of some successful entrepreneurs, such as risk-taking and obsessive-compulsive behaviors, are found to be indicative of someone potentially at risk of becoming addicted to substances as well as behaviors, according to the experts at American Addiction Centers. Entrepreneurship and mental health. Dr. Hochmeyer, a clinical and consulting psychotherapist, spoke at the recent World Economic Forum about entrepreneurs and mental health. Quote, entrepreneurs are trained to ignore the qualitative needs of their well-being, measured in meaningful and authentic relationships, overall life satisfaction and happiness. He said, the message they have internalized from the field's most celebrated entrepreneurs is the outdated prescription of no pain, no gain, and a pernicious message that success is purely measured in quantitative returns, return on investment, and profit, end quote. Pause. What's driving your feelings of burnout? Like if you have every so often, you just got to crash, right? Or you go for a bender to relieve your stress, right? Or you're just like, oh, my business, my work is just stressing me out. It's because you and I both, like you and me both, we as goal-getters, right, are driven by quantity more so than quality. If your drive is fueled by quantity, right, so if you're looking to get more clients, right, or make more money, close more deals, right, deposit more dollars. If you're just measuring your success in quantitative measurements, you are structurally setting yourself up to burn out. The proper measurement of success must include qualitative measurements. Not just, I want to get more clients, but what kind of clients do you want? And how's that going to make you feel? Okay, you don't just want to make more money, but okay, what kind of life do you want to live when you have it? Qualitative, unpause. In other words, it's not far-fetched that the basic entrepreneurial structure could potentially lead to or exacerbate mental health issues such as addiction and depression. Potential for addiction. Addiction is defined as a complex condition broadly viewed as a compulsive engagement in rewarding stimuli, Repeat. A compulsive engagement in rewarding stimuli. Compulsive. That means you don't have control. You're just compelled. Unpause. Someone addicted to drugs or alcohol may be seeking a certain high, relaxation, or oblivion. And it's possible for someone to be addicted to entrepreneurship. The compulsion could ostensibly be the chase that new venture, regardless of past failures, regardless of damage to relationships, and regardless of financial ruin. Pause. So the compulsion, it's like even if it will harm you, that's where the whole workaholic or hustle and grind culture comes in. Unpause. In addition to addiction, the results of a study performed at the University of San Francisco by researcher Michael A. Freeman suggested that almost half of entrepreneurs experience at least one form of mental health condition during their lifetime. This research documented that when comparing startup founders to the general population, they would potentially be twice as likely to suffer from depression, 6 times more likely to suffer from ADHD, 3 times more likely to suffer from substance abuse, 10 times more likely to suffer from bipolar disorder, twice as likely to have experienced a psychiatric hospitalization, and twice as likely to have suicidal thoughts. Many people, among some of them entrepreneurs, struggle with these issues, and it's important to reach out for help. Tying this back to minding your business. So it's a pun intended then on the word to mind your business. Get your head on straight, because if you are the type of person who is all about always improving, all about getting to the next level and making more progress, making more money, making more friends, like always more. If you are a more type person, you also are at risk of burnout if you are not measuring the success of your more with quantitative measurements only. Quantitative measurements only. If you're only going for, like, I need to make $1 million or I need to make 100 grand, this, like, whatever, wherever you're at, right? I gotta make my next 50 mil. Like, if you're only going for the dollar amount, you are putting yourself at risk for burning out mentally. You're not going to be minding your unique business, because your life as the business owner is included in the operations that could very well produce the result that you're seeking to have. You have got to be taken care of, not just the dollars, right? And so there's a whole culture of this. We are supported and brainwashed and propagandized to, just like they were saying, no pain, no gain, right? Hustle and grind, 24/7, always on. This is not natural. It is not normal to be hustling forever. It is not normal to just go about your day-to-day stressed out about your business. Living in stress is not normal. I know a lot of people want to normalize it, like, suck it up, right? It's been said, like, oh, life's tough, get a helmet, you know? Yet at the same time, stress is there to indicate that something is missing, something is out of alignment. God, source, and the angels is trying to get your attention to say, hey, you need to slow down and handle this. That's why you're feeling all of the stress. And so what we need to do is to reset our vision of where we're headed. Reset our vision of where we're headed. If you want to avoid mental burnout while growing your business. You've got to reset your vision of where you're headed, right? And that vision has got to include quantitative and qualitative values and things that you're measuring to let you know that you're headed in the right direction. Not just how much do you want to make or what do you want your husband to look like. Not just that. We need qualitative. We want to have more quality of life. What quality of life is included in that destination? Not just what it looks like, not just how many, but how do you feel? What matters most is how you feel. And when you reset your vision of where you're headed to include qualitative measurements, then you're ready to manifest. Yes, yes. And this is where we're going to bring in Napoleon Hill, the reading from Think and Grow Rich of the day. This is chapter 4, the chapter on auto-suggestion. Yes, yes. This is John Pierpont Morgan, by the way, American financier and philanthropist, art collector. So auto-suggestion is auto, self-suggestion, influence. How to influence yourself, right? And so the practice, let me just get this out of here. The practice of auto-suggestion is to help you be the change agent in your life. It's to help you program yourself for the success that you desire, rather than just going by default and letting other people's programs run the show for you. So once you have reset the vision of where you're going to include qualitative measurements, now we can manifest. Let's check it out. Here's the most significant fact. The subconscious mind takes any orders given it in a spirit of absolute faith and acts upon those orders, although the orders often have to be presented over and over again through repetition before they are interpreted by the subconscious mind. Following that preceding statement, consider the possibility of playing a perfectly legitimate trick on your subconscious mind by making it believe, because you believe it, that you must have the amount of money you are visualizing, that this money is already awaiting your claim, that the subconscious mind must hand it over to you, practical plans for acquiring the money that is yours. Hand over the thought that was just suggested to your imagination and see what your imagination can or will do to create the practical plans for the accumulation of money through transmutation of your desire. Do not wait for a definite plan through which you intend to exchange services or merchandise in return for the money you are visualizing, but begin at once to see yourself in possession of the money, demanding and expecting. Meanwhile, that your subconscious mind will hand over the plan or plans you need. Be on the alert for these plans. And when they appear, put them into action immediately. When the plans appear, they will probably flash into your mind through the sixth sense in the form of an inspiration. Treat it with respect and act upon it as soon as you receive it. Tying this back to minding your business. So we were saying you have got to re-envision where you are headed in business and include qualitative measurements. And Napoleon Hill then gives us the exact recipe for manifestation, because once you have the quantity and the quality included of seeing you achieving your goal or making it to your next 10 clients, etc., stress-free, exercising regularly, fully supported, feeling light and happy, spending time with your loved ones with ease, no stress whatsoever, light and flowing, effortless ease, luxurious, and also I'm putting in qualitative measurements, right? Having time for philanthropy and volunteering, being able to get a good night's sleep, eating well, moving well, sleeping well, making love well, making great friends and relationships, and putting out potent content that touches people's lives and moves them for the better, right? Inserting qualitative measurements. Once you have qualitative measurements, you are ready to manifest. And Napoleon Hill explained in that selection exactly how. You visualize it happening, number one, and then number two, you feel it, right? You feel it happening, you see it, you feel it, and then you will have flashes of inspiration. And those flashes of inspiration are going to tell you what to do. The last step is go do it. There was no have a plan, get organized, blah, 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 blah. No, we're doing a quantum leap here. We're using spirit and your intuition. We're using your subconscious mind as it connects to the superconscious to do a quantum leap over the whole plan and get certified and go back to school and do all the research and blah, 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 blah. Nope. You're going to see it happen. You're going to feel it. It's going to, those feelings and seeing is going to give boom, 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 flashes of inspiration. And those flashes of inspiration are your to-do list, and then you're going to go do it. That's how you manifest every single time. But if you can't get into that visualization, right, if you don't have that mental clarity to be able to do that, you don't have the energy to do that, it's not going to work. Instead, we're going to be grinding and grinding and grinding, trying to go through different structures that other people have set up to say is what's going to work for you, which is actually what's worked for them, not necessarily for you. You see, when you do the visualization, you are minding, using your mind, your business. You're seeing your unique target and the exact way to get there. Everything else is secondary. Without minding, right, getting your mind right around your business, you're going to head for burnout because you'll be doing what worked for other people, but what may not necessarily work for you in your neck of the woods. Pay attention to your data, your statistics, your measurements, your quality and quantity measurements. Yes, yes. Let's see what Spirit has to say. The tarot card, the angel tarot card of the week is the Six of Air. The Six of Air as a challenger. And so air has to do with mentality, mental energy, thoughts, communication, stories that we tell ourselves and others, the words that we use. And the ideas, the ideations, the imaginations that we come up with. It's all the head, getting into your head energy. 6 has to do with progress, forward movement, expansion. Upside down means challenger. So that means we're resisting or denying or not looking at it. We're avoiding, don't look. So the 6 of Air is here to tell us that you're not looking at your progress. This is a warning, right? Today, we want you to be vigilant. As we say in Reiki, kyo dake wa, in Japanese, just for today. Be vigilant about avoiding your stats and figures, not looking at your quality of life, but instead worrying about what somebody's president's quality of life is, or worrying about what somebody else in your industry's quality of life is. No, don't look over there. Mind your business. Mind your business. Things are looking up the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip, denying and avoiding looking at things how they are looking up for you. And this actually is a symptom of ingratitude. If you can't look at the good going on in your life, the progress, the success, the step-by-step expansion, forward movement, maybe like a turtle or a snail inching forward, the little success, the little wins that you have, you may think that they don't even exist. That's ingratitude. And when ingratitude gets into your spirit, you'll start to resent and feel like you're perpetually behind, or you're not good enough, or you're overwhelmed, or everything is so hard. No, it's not so hard. Pay attention to your business. Look at what works for you and your body. For example, if this is about your health and well-being on a physical level, what your body likes to eat may be different than what so-and-so said that your body was supposed to eat, right? How you work is unique. Pay attention, stop avoiding it, because the 6 of air did come out. So that means that you actually are making progress. You're just not paying attention to it. I'm not even going to read. I don't need to read that. The action step of the day, therefore, is to do, of course, our strategic meditation of the day. So go ahead and log into your school membership. If you haven't gotten yours yet, make sure you click the link to skool.com/Be Visionary Movement, all one word. It's in the description or in the email below here. We're going to do the gratitude and letting go clearing meditations, 19 minutes long. It's in the mental clarity meditation section of our members' vaults of visualizations. Again, that's type in gratitude and letting go clearing. 19 minutes. Or if you're scrolling around, it's in the mental clarity meditation section of the vault of visualizations. That's the strategic meditation of the day. And what this is going to help us do is release the distraction of ingratitude, which is sabotaging your mental health, right? We're going to burn out trying to mind everybody else's business, being in everybody else's business, working double time because it's exciting, getting into all of the fantasy football and what's going on with so-and-so's team and who's winning and who's da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, how's your fitness and exercise going? You may know the stats and figures on every single player in the entire game, except for you. Ew. I love you, and I'm not bringing this to you because I want to see you progress. Bring it on back. Be grateful for your body. Be curious about your body, right? Same with your money and your business. Be grateful for your business, your strengths, your clients, your leads, your subscribers, your followers, your referral partners and affiliates, your vendors. Be grateful for your bills. Yes, be grateful for it. When you are grateful, that is a well of well-being that springs up from on inside and fills your soul and spirit, fountaining out into your mind, filling your tank against burnout. You will never burn out if you are grateful. So do the Again, it's the gratitude and letting go clearing meditation in our vault of visualizations on school to release in gratitude and also see the greater vision of your life and business, one that includes quality as well as quantity of increase. With that, we'll come to the end of this week's message. Now, you may have heard all of this, right? Mind your own business and don't head for burnout and all of that. And you're saying to yourself, Victoria, I'm super, I'm excited, I'm confused, and I have a zillion questions. Wonderful. Definitely hop on my calendar, victoriawhitfield.com/contact, or you could even go to talkwithvictoria.com if you want to set up a time for us to talk and ask me all your questions. With this video, we are doing a buy one, get one. So when you purchase your monthly subscription to our member platform on school, I'm going to send you an audio recording reading all 12 months for 2025, all of your cards for the year, so that you know how to plan and what to look for 2025. If you're farther in the future and you see this offer, jump on my calendar and ask me about it, because I'd be happy to extend that to you. And also, we're doing a buy one, get one on the annual as well as on the subscription. So if you want to do an annual, you'll not only get the audio recording of the entire 12-month reading for 2025 for you, uniquely for you. You'll get that, just like with the monthly. But on top of that, you'll get a 90-minute one-on-one live call so that we can go through that, ground and clear your energy so that you are ready to hit the ground running in the new year, take things to the next level. I'm sending you so much love, big blessings, and remember, you do not have to lose your glow as you grow in life and business. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.